Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with Marvel Select RHINO! Here's a closer look at the figure in packaging. Down in the corner we have a warning, choking hazard. Now what idiot is going to try and eat this action figure? Looking at the packaging back, and I won't bore you by reading this bio, but long story cut short, he's a villain who dresses like a rhino and is superhumanly strong. And walking around dressed like a rhino, you would have to be superhumanly strong to beat down all the people who would no doubt point and laugh at you. Other Marvel Select figures available include Nightcrawler and Storm, but I say why buy those when you can buy the Rhino? Out of packaging, and instantly it's a big tick for Marvel Select on this one. I love their heavy hitters, and the scale is probably the biggest selling point on this figure. He measures to the tip of his horn about 9.5 inches. You just don't get figures that big in the Hasbro era Marvel Legends anymore. Here is Rhino alongside fellow Marvel Select heavy hitters Juggernaut and Abomination, and when I say heavy hitters, I emphasize the word heavy, as even if you don't like the figures, you can after all use them as weights to work out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! As ever, Marvel Select have knocked the ball out of the park with the sculpt and paint application, with the latter complementing the former, and the paint application creating an extra depth to all the sculpted surface texture, such as the rhino hide and the ridges on his horns. Let's take a quick look at the articulation on the figure. At the neck, he appears to be on a ball joint, meaning the head does rotate somewhat and is able to look up and down. At the shoulder he rotates 360 degrees plus moves up and down. At the elbow he rotates 360 degrees and moves up and down. At the wrist it's just 360 degree rotation. Has no waist joint but has a upper torso joint which has a lot of movement to it. The articulation on the hips is a bit odd. They rotate 360 degrees unnecessarily and move out to the side and back in. At the knee rotates 360 degrees plus moves back and forwards. At the ankle moves backwards and forwards. Plus there is ankle pivot, which is really quite unheard of in Marvel Select and does mean you can give the figure a really wide stance when you pose him. I mean, I know some people who are really into posing figures will say the articulation is lacking, but Marvel Select really should be commended for at least moving in the right direction, as this Rhino figure certainly out-articulates their earlier Abomination and Juggernaut figures you saw in this video earlier. Anyway, that completes my review. Please comment, rate, share and subscribe, and check out the description beneath this video for links to my Facebook and Twitter. Click those links and connect with me there too. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.